What's up, everybody? What's going on with you, huh? Welcome to another episode of the weekend wrap up. I know I haven't done one in a couple weeks, but I've been busy, so I apologize. However, I'm back today. So, how was your weekend? How was things? How was sales? This weekend for me was actually surprisingly good, huh? A little bit over $4,500 in total sales. eBay even came through in the clutch. I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. So, total. Where we at? 4627 and some change. All right. And give me a second. I don't know. eBay did now eBay is kind of weird because for some reason, especially the last few weeks, Friday always looks pretty dreary to me. Like nothing's going on. I'll be thinking to myself, oh, this is gonna be a bad weekend. Saturday can be and then most of my sales come in on Sunday. Sunday, day, night, and by the time I get up on Monday, it's looking good. I think I had about 21 or 22 sales on eBay, and it was higher dollar sales, so that's good. I got let's talk about this. The home goods. So all those home goods I was talking about when I got the wrong lot from 888 Lots, those have actually been, well, some of them have actually been selling fairly decently. I finally got all of them up that I was going to put on Walmart. The rest I'm putting up on eBay. All the ones that I'm putting up on Walmart are selling as expected. I don't know as far as eBay goes how they'll go. We'll see, because it's eBay. And the reasons that I put them up on eBay was that they're items that looked like it was just the brand on both Amazon and Walmart. So I'm not going to test my luck there. But the ones that I did put up, I did put some of them up on Amazon too. Almost all of those are gone already. I think I got a few items left. The ones on Walmart are almost gone. I sold a few more in the batch that I had to send out today. I've yet to sell any of those on eBay yet, but I've been moving items on eBay. So I ain't got no complaints about eBay. Also, I do want to say, because I had told y'all about that issue with 888 Lots, they did finally get back to me. And what they're going to do is give me a credit, the guy said, so we'll see. When I check out on my next purchase, that credit of half the value of what I had originally purchased, that will go toward my next purchase. So I think it's only right if I talk about the mistake that I talk about the customer service and how they reach back out to fix that. So appreciate that, 888 Lots. And so we'll see what happens when I buy my next lot. So I was going, listen, y'all want to hear a funny story? Why? Where's it at, man? That's probably out my vehicle. So look, I remember I told y'all a while back how when I have a lot of units of something, 9 times out of 10, I don't put the total amount. And I told y'all I don't do that because sellers be doing some shady stuff, like trying to buy you out just so they can return your stuff. And if they're really dirty, they'll return it broken. Now, they probably won't use their personal accounts for this. You might not think this happens, but trust me when I tell you it does. So look, I got an item that I'm selling. It's cross platforms, but specifically on Walmart, I am the lowest price on this item. I've been the lowest price for a while. Every time somebody dropped their price, I drop mine. Why? Not because I'm trying to tank the market. I'm just trying to get rid of this stuff, man, and that's it, right? So they need to just let me sell out and we'll be done with this. So look, probably a month and a half ago, I had like 6 listed, and I had somebody buy out the 6. Now, since it's Walmart, there's really no seller protections. So I'm thinking like, all right, this just seemed kind of fishy. Somebody could be buying 6 of these, but I probably doubt it. So I always, if I'm suspicious or if it's a high dollar order, I put signature confirmation. So at the very least, they can't say they didn't receive it, and I'm totally out, right? At the very least, they got to send it back if they want to return it. So I put signature confirmation on that one. If I'm not mistaken, that one never came back. Boom. So I was out. Replenish the quantity. I'm putting in like 7, 8 at a time, right? When I got a whole bunch of these. But I noticed what they do. So then a couple weeks ago, I had somebody order 8 of them. They ordered 8 units, which was exactly what I had left. So now my antennas is really going up because this is the second time this happened in a fairly short period. So I'm like, all right. I sent the order out, make sure I packed everything well and all that good stuff. Put signature confirmation because I'm like, worst case scenario, they can't say they didn't receive it. They got to send my stuff back. So I'm looking at my returns yesterday. Well, I was looking at my performance metrics on Walmart, and my return percentage jumped up, right? I was under 1%, now it jumped up over 2%. What that usually tells me is because Walmart, when you have multi-quantity orders, for whatever reason, each one is going to count as a return with Walmart. It ain't just a single order, even though it comes through as a single order. And so I'm looking, and I said to myself, I already know what this is. So I go and look, and sure enough, that person that bought those 8 sent them back, right back. I put signature confirmation for that very reason, so they couldn't say they didn't receive it. Sent them right back, and what the reason was, they said was, I sent the wrong item. I ain't sent the wrong item. I got the items. They still say, hey, they didn't even take them out the box. They didn't even take them out. They are packed in the box the same way that I sent them. And so I already know what they was doing. Listen, I ain't got hard proof, and I went through the sellers that was on the listing to try to see if I could figure out who might have done it, right? I can't figure that out, but all they did was buy it. They thought they was gonna buy me out and then be able to, sell theirs. I just laughed because I purposely waited like an extra day or so to replenish the quantity because I'm like, okay, if this is what I think it is, they're gonna think they got, got the buy box and coming right back in to take it. That's what they get, man. So then they ordered it. Yeah, I'm out the shipping both ways, right? I had to ship it out. I had to pay for signature confirmation. Got to pay for Walmart, handling the return. It's whatever, man. But buyers be doing some shit. You know what always get me though when a buyer does something like that? It's like, it's so petty. Like, you ain't got nothing better to do with your business and your time. I couldn't waste my time, especially for the type of item that this is. You know what I mean? I don't know, but they came right back. They still packed in the same way. To me, it looked like they didn't even open the box. The tape on the top and the bottom wasn't even open. So they didn't even open the box. They probably got it and put in the return right away. And I wanted to make sure I tracked it, because when I got it back, if they did damage it, like they really was trying to be dirty and sent me back damaged product, I wanted to make sure I could file a dispute within the allotted time. But everything, it wasn't even open, y'all. Wasn't even open. That's how I know it was another buyer, because they received it, saw what it was, or they received it, then they probably, by the time they received it, they realized that I had more items listed back up there, and they just put in a return and sent it right back. Oh man, it's funny. I got about, I don't know, 30 or 40 more to go. Oh boy. But anyway, it's just funny. People are crazy, bro. Now let's get back to this home good thing, right? I think I was talking in the live about this whole situation. I don't know if it was Maya or Miss Lachey. It was one of y'all. Said this might be a good thing, or I might start selling home goods. It ain't like it's the first time I sold home good products, but this is definitely working out in my favor, and it's definitely pointing me towards sourcing more home goods. This stuff is selling. The only thing is with Walmart, like, there's no metrics to track. You can use Amazon as a reference point, which is what I'm doing with some other products. I got some products that I'm going to be probably ordering from China in the pet category that I think will do really well. And it look like they're doing well on Amazon. And I'm going to assume that they're probably going to be doing well on Walmart as well. Usually if something's doing well on Amazon, it's doing well on Walmart. Usually. Not all the time, but usually. And so maybe using that same strategy, I might start sourcing home items. But I might also start buying some of these home item pallets or lots that they got at places like 888 lots. But I want specific types of things. So for instance, It's about 3 or 4 items that sold really, really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse source those items, and I'm going to see if I can track down either those same types of items at a low price or similar items at a good price. You know what I mean? So I think that's how I'm going to start that off. I think that whole situation did work out in my favor, and it's definitely something that I am not going to just overlook and let pass me by like, oh, that was a mistake, I sold them and I'm done. There's opportunity there. And I think that's one of the things we always got to do is be on the lookout for opportunity, right? And when you see that opportunity, follow that, go down that rabbit hole, man. See what you can get out of it. You know what I mean? And I got this one listing. So I had a few listings that was Dollar Tree bundles, right? A couple of them bombed, whatever. It was just test out anyway, you know. One of them did really well. However, a couple people must have caught on, and of course they tanked the price, which is so stupid. So stupid, man. So stupid. So I stopped buying it. I'm gonna wait for a little while, go back, see how many people's doing it, and then depending on what's going on, I might put that one up. Now on that one, I was only making $3 or $4 after shipping and fees, which was fine because I was pretty much I was keeping one on deck, right? I would keep one on deck, enough to complete one bundle. And then if more so, I would just go back to Dollar Tree. So I really didn't have to buy it until it sold. So it was a quick, easy $3, easy to ship. Got another bundle though. This thing been selling like hotcakes, man. I done sold 6 of them already, 6 lots. I got 4 listed, and they've been selling at least once or twice a week. So, and it's easy to ship. It's in the 15-ounce range. Cost me what with the tax, like what, $380 something. So anyway, by the time it's all said and done with the fees and shipping, depending on where it's going, it's ground advantage, of course, 15 ounce. Depending on where it's going, I'm making a low over $5 or a low under $5. So, but again, it's easy to ship. I put it in a box, 15-ounce range, and I usually keep one set on deck. And then if I sell more than that, Dollar Tree's right around the corner from me. I run around there and get it, and then if it ain't there, there's some, there's a few others next to me. So far, I probably tested 5 Dollar Tree bundles, and out of those 5, 2 worked. The one I stopped doing because of price tankers, but this other one, there's more than one listing up, but mine is outselling the rest though. From what I can tell, mine is outselling the rest. Could be done. Oh, and that's in that profit range. That's with promoting at an 8% dynamic. So I could raise that profit a little bit if I wanted to by lowering that dynamic, and it still gives me a little bit of room, to run a little sale if I wanted to. Maybe make I even with a 10% sale, I still be in that $4 range profit range. I'm cool with it. The way it's selling. Again, I just run over there and grab it. It ain't like I'm putting money up front. Easy, man. I see, this is the type of stuff I be on the lookout for. When I'm out and about, I always think like, well, maybe one might not be worth selling, but what is there that I can buy multiples of and put together in a bundle that somebody might want at a good enough price? And if it makes sense for me, price-wise, shipping-wise, I'll give it a try. I'll test one set, and if it don't work, and even on eBay, there's certain types of bundles that you can make that will do well. For y'all Amazon sellers, and if you ever done bundles, it's a little more complicated to do. Used to be able to do easy generic bundles, but now Amazon's getting funny about creating generic listings. I haven't really tried bundles on Walmart yet, but it's something I want to get into. But with eBay, there are bundles that do really well. You kind of got to play around with it. When you find something, you just got to run it dry until it don't work no more. Sometimes increase in prices kills it. Sometimes you just can't source the product again, and then sometimes the price tankers come out, or fees. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, and so 2 of my sales this weekend on eBay was that bundle. For the most part, during the week, my sales was like steady, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. So I really wasn't feeling like too confident going into the weekend. However, this weekend picked up a lot. My latest shipment that I sent in to Amazon got in last week. So things are selling from that. You know, a lot of times once you ship it into Amazon, once they see that it's tracking and everything, some of that stuff they'll start allowing to sell, and it'll just sit like in reserved. It'll say like reserved for a buyer. So that one was about, I think it was 526 units. It's probably going to be my last big shipment to Amazon for this year. What's today? 18th. Yeah, it might be my last. I got stuff to send in, but I'm just not sure if I'm gonna get it out in this next couple weeks, honestly. I got a bunch of stuff sitting over here, bunch of electronics on the table. I got to go through. I got another makeup lot palette, and then another. It's a sports palette. It's a bunch of different sports stuff. And then once I get through those, I got some miscellaneous stuff to go through. But I'm still not purchasing nothing big until I get down to that last lot, unless I come across something irresistible. Oh, Ollie's. I don't know what they got going on in your neighborhood, but my Ollie's is running another 20% off toy sale. And so I'm definitely going to go up there and see if I can find anything else to take advantage of that. And I ain't worried about trying to sell them for Christmas. People still buy toys after Christmas, especially on Walmart and Amazon. I really didn't put too many toys up on eBay, especially for Christmas and all that. I would rather sell toys on Walmart and Amazon as opposed to eBay. Only time I put toys up on eBay is if it's like something wrong with them, or for whatever reason I'm gated. Sometimes I get gated on Amazon and Walmart. Walmart will gate you on certain items too. But besides that, I try to sell that type of stuff on Amazon and Walmart. So I'm gonna go up to Ollie's probably tomorrow, Wednesday maybe, see if I can find something that I can flip real quick. So that's kind of what as far as spending money that I'm gonna look for, is fast flips, something that I ain't gotta outlay a lot of money up front, but it gotta be a fast flip and a higher average sale price. I have managed at this point to pretty much get all my sales metrics up, y'all. I've been able to double my average sale price. I've been able to bring up, I lowered my selling costs, but a big part of that is because I started using Pirate Ship to ship more of my items with, because in a lot of ways it's cheaper than eBay. So it's at 30.9%, but again, that can be deceiving because I'm using Pirate Ship. My repeat buyers is up 400%, but it's a lot more than it sounds. It's only 10 of them. As far as my marketing, let me see, traffic, I'm up 11% in impressions, 1.3 million. I'm up 3.2% in paid views, and I'm up 22% in quantity sold. So I got 211 items in the last 31 days. My conversion rate is up to 4.3%, and my click-through rate is at 0.3%. All of my impressions besides my rest of search slots impressions are up. My top 20 is up 16% to 4.4%. So now as far as my advertising, since I have increased my budget, my ROAS, or as Josh or John would say, my raw ass, is at 13.97 last 31 days. 13.97 is my ROAS, return on ad spend. So, and everything else is up. Click through for my promoted is up 0.19%. All the major categories that you will want to see going up when you spend it more are up. Your clicks, impressions, your solds. So my solds through just through advertising, my solds are up 40%. My sales are up 43%. And so, I mean, hell, my ad fees are up 86%. But look at this. So I spent $139.29 on promoted to make $1,946.11. So, I mean, I'll take it for the type of, I was about to say, for the type of stuff I'm selling on eBay. I'll take it. So, I mean, that's not really bad, y'all. That's not bad. Let me see something. So, look, that's only 7.15% of sales. All right, so, I mean, if you add that in, I wonder, maybe y'all know the answer. I wonder if that gotta be part of my total fees, don't you think, of sales? When you look under the performance and sales tab, right? Let me see something. It says include all eBay fees and the amount you paid to buy shipping labels on eBay if applicable. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that ad fees are included into your selling cost total on that sales dashboard? Let's just assume not. If not, I'm looking at about 38% in fees, not counting the fact that I do ship a lot of my orders through Pirate Ship now. Because I found out, as many of y'all know, found out a little while ago, eBay ain't giving us the best price, especially on items over £1 and 15-ounce items even. So, but I mean, listen, guys, I will spend 7%, 8%. You know what? And now, so what that's telling you is, despite the fact, and I do got some items that's probably still hovering around 2%ish. I got some at 5%. The majority of the things I've been putting up though are going to be 5 to 8%. And at that 7.15%, that's probably an average of everything. So that makes sense. And I got an 8% cap on a lot of items too. However, I was saying that to say, I like the way things is going right now as far as the way sales is coming in. I'm not going to judge much going into this next week or two just because of Christmas coming and going. But just looking at it, I would probably be okay with spending 10%, a full 10%, if it increases the sales. Because that's really no number. That's why I like looking at the numbers sometimes. Sometimes you might hear a percentage, 8%, 10%. You say, there's no way I'm doing that. But then when you look at it, you're like, okay, I'll spend $140 to make $2,000, Yeah. And I think that's something for everybody to consider, right? Kind of look at your numbers and think about what you're okay with. A lot of times people brag about their profit margins on different items, but then complain about paying a little bit extra to get the item to sell. But I don't know. I ain't even trying to get into that conversation right now. All I'm saying is, looking at the numbers, I know it's the holidays, so things might be a little bit skewed, but the ad spend for me has been worth it, and it hasn't been as a negative and as an experience as I had thought in my mind, if that makes sense. And I honestly might get a little more aggressive. The highest I would go is 10%. But looking at everything and knowing that going forward, I'm going to be putting items in my store that have a higher average sale price, I think that 10% will do. And because the thing is, especially like in the past, my store was pretty much all low sale price items. But at one point, I was up to almost 2,500 items and growing. My store is shrinking. I'm at like 5 something now. And coming in next year, I'm going to probably be down about 3 or 4, probably about 3 something once I take those DVDs and stuff out. But as I start to continue to grow, I'll have other stuff in there. Now, a lot of these electronics, some of them are high average sell price, some of them not, but I think they'll sell fast. I am going to see where I'm going to put them as far as Amazon, Walmart goes, and then whatever's left will go on eBay. I don't mind that. Because I bought those in a lot and it was part of a lot. And when I looked at it, I'm like, okay, even if these sell for $8, $9, $10, they should sell fairly quickly. My thing is, sell it. I don't want to hold it. It's going to cost me more. To hold on to an item than it would to just sell it, even if I have to pay a little bit more to sell it. Because the more time that goes by, the more it's costing you. Just keep that in mind. But anyway, that's it for the weekend wrap up. Oh, let me show y'all something, right? So look, I ordered this, right? What does that look like? 4 rolls of bubble wrap, right? 4-pack. That's what it says. 4-pack. Check this out. So we go looking over here. You see this big old box? Check this out, y'all. All right, there we go. I had to get back. You see that? You see that big roll of bubble wrap? Now, I ain't trying to be nitpicky, but all I'm saying is I purchased the listing because it had 4 rolls. I needed those 4 small rolls because, of course, I hang them up right there in back of me where I can just turn around and grab it. There's no way that's going to fit. So I messaged them and I said, hey, listen, this ain't what I ordered, right? First, they didn't answer me. Well, it took them about a day and a half to answer me. And he was like, well, can you send pictures? I sent him like 3 pictures. I ain't heard nothing else back. So I just put in a return, man. I started to keep it. I already got space issues. That's going to be annoying to deal with in the way. And honestly, the only reason I'm returning it is because he didn't answer me back. A part of me wanted to leave negative feedback because it's not as described at all. Like if I wanted a big roll, I would have ordered a big roll. But I can't bring myself to leave negative feedback. So I'm just going to return it and be a jerk about it. Only because he didn't answer me. All he had to do was answer me and like, that's not what I ordered, bro. And how do you not know? Or why would you purpose? I don't know. I guess I could still use it, but then it's like, it's just, I don't know. What would y'all do? Would y'all return it? Would you have left negative feedback if they didn't answer you? Do you think I'm being petty? Because I am a little bit. And it's probably going to be more annoying to take it back to the post office, but I don't even care. He should have answered me when I messaged them the second time with the picture. So that's that. I would have never not answered a person, especially if I knew that they got the wrong item. That's just, what would y'all do? Y'all had left negative feedback, would you have returned it? We just kept it and be like, all right, whatever, without nothing. I mean, I'll be justified in leaving negative feedback because it is not as described, but not that guy. So I'm just going to return it and order them again, only because they didn't answer me. So anyway, that's it for the weekend wrap up, y'all. Join me Wednesday night for the live, and I'll talk to y'all then.